Hey guys, it's Kevin from the Potency Project, and in this video we're going to talk about developing deeper states of potency. So in previous videos we talked about there's in-the-moment potency and then there's developing deeper states of potency. In-the-moment potency, we already talked about how to accomplish that, and then also you have to consistently have in-the-moment potency to create deeper states of potency. So it always comes back to in-the-moment potency. So you have to do it day by day. Just to review, in-the-moment potency is when you activate peripheral blood flow to a certain threshold and then you activate adrenaline. This activation of adrenaline with peripheral blood flow is going to cause an adaptation. And specifically, we're going to say it's going to cause a positive adaptation. In general, we can say that you're going to get better. You're going to get more used to something. The opposite would be negative adaptations, and that'll generally happen when you don't have peripheral blood flow and you only have adrenaline. Although there is the possibility of having positive adaptations when there's only adrenaline, that's the exception to the rule. Negative adaptations will be like you're getting worse at something. So the most important thing we need to know about adrenaline is that it creates an adaptation for the future. It creates an adaptation in the moment, but it also creates an adaptation for the future. So when we talk about positive adaptations, we're going to call that form or getting better form. So form is when you're getting better. And you could hear people talk about this. Generally, it's talked about more in sports. You'll hear somebody's in good form. This player, this person, they're really in form right now. And that just means that they're really operating at their top level. And that comes from day by day, creating potency, getting in the zone day by day, and then that turns into like regular potency, but like then you can get into deeper states of potency through the zone. So then day by day, this sports athlete, they're getting into the zone, they do it consistently, and now they're experiencing deeper states of the zone. Now they're in form, and now they're operating just consistently at the top level. Before, they might not have been very consistent. And now there's this consistency of quality or form. Form is when there's consistency and it's a positive adaptation. So it's not like the athlete's getting worse over time and having consistently bad performances. The athlete's having better and better performances over time. So the state's getting deeper and deeper and more awesome things are occurring. So positive adaptations, what are you adapting to? You're adapting to stress. Whatever the stress is, you're going to adapt to that because of peripheral blood flow and adrenaline. And then you get to the point that you get better. Now that stressful thing that happened to you that one day, the next day, it's not as stressful to you anymore because now you're getting used to it. Now there's an adaptation. So if you go on stage and you do a public speaking event, the first time you do it, super stressful, but you get into the zone. And then the next time you do it, it's stressful. And then the next time you do it, it's less and less stressful because you're creating potency in the moment. And that is creating the positive adaptations where you're getting used to this stress. And now what once was stressful or like very highly stressful isn't stressful at all anymore. And we're going to call that composure. Whenever you move on to another stress level or something that is just, it used to be stressful, but now it's not anymore, you just like go to the next level, kind of like a video game. That old level, you can have composure in that same stressful environment. Well, it was stressful, but now it's not stressful. If you do public speaking and you got used to it, now you can do that public speaking, but you have total composure as opposed to before you might have had a lot of anxiety. So now you're more calm and because you're used to it. Whenever you're increasing your form, you're going to be increasing your composure, what used to be highly stressful situations for you. And just to be clear, composure is being calm and specifically being able to hold low heart rate physiologically, but in general being calm, composed, relaxed, basically being in the parasympathetic state, now in this what used to be a highly stressful situation where of course you were in the sympathetic state, now it's totally different for you. Now you can be in a different state. Now you can show composure and it might be very impressive to other people because to someone else, you're super composed, relaxed, and calm, and to someone else, that could be like the hardest thing, the most stressful thing in the world to them. So going back to positive adaptations, what are we adapting to? You're adapting to stress, and you're trying to improve your form so you can handle higher and higher states of stress, so that what once was a stressful situation isn't stressful anymore, and now you can have composure in that situation. In order to get into the zone and create in the moment potency, or also to create deeper states of potency, you have to have the proper stress level, or just proper stress. You can't have something that's too easy or not stressful at all, and you can't have something that's too stressful and is completely impossible for you to do. You have to have something that's, just on the right level of you maybe can't do it, it's a risk if you do it, you could succeed or you could not succeed, but it's not totally impossible, and it's not a surefire thing that you're actually going to be able to do it. That's the definition of proper stress. There's a risk involved. There's a risk that you might not accomplish what you want to accomplish. So you really need to know this, because after you go to the next level, you've accomplished something, you've had positive adaptations, you've created a deeper state of potency. What once was stressful isn't stressful anymore. So now there's not the proper stress in that environment anymore. So that public speaking situation isn't stressful. So you need to find a higher stress situation in order for you to improve your form more. So it's important that you're constantly challenging your stress, or improving the stressful situation, because you're constantly improving. You have to always have this risk of failure, of not succeeding, but also of succeeding in order to create deeper and deeper states of potency. A really good example is lifting weights or some sort of exercise. Specifically, weights is easy because you are going to lift weights at a specific weight, and that's the stress. And you do that hopefully with peripheral blood flow and adrenaline. And then it creates a positive adaptation. Adrenaline creates a quick adaptation and a big adaptation. But if you just do something over and over, there's going to be adaptation no matter what, based on the law of change and adaptation that we'll talk about more in a different video. So you're lifting weights at a certain level. And then day by day, week by week, all of a sudden you need heavier weights because you're getting stronger. In order to have the proper stress to get stronger and stronger, you have to constantly keep increasing the weight. So if you just do the same weight over and over, it's not going to create that much an adaptation. If you constantly change the weight and make it more, there's going to be more of an adaptation that occurs. You're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, when if you just keep the weight the same, you probably won't get stronger. You'll probably improve your endurance. That'll be a different sort of an adaptation, but you won't get stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's really important that you keep improving or altering the stress level to keep it at the proper stress where there's a risk involved, in order for you to improve your potency. Deeper states of potency and in the moment potency. It'll be more likely that you're able to get into the zone and have in the moment potency if it's the proper stress, as opposed to if it's something way too easy. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments and questions below, and I'll see you on the next video.